Once again, you're most welcome to the promotion aptitude test digests. We're doing a test transmission um, tonight to see how far things will be panning out in the subsequent discussion of the promotion aptitude test. And this is just an opportunity to test some of our tools and see if it will be possible for us to um, get into what we want to do. But before that, if this is your first time of coming across me, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And in the coming days, we would like to throw more light on some of the questions that we usually face in our promotion aptitude test. And this is the biggest opportunity to learn something um, before the portal opens or we go and write our promotion aptitude test. So we'll be looking at some few questions tonight to just test um, our platform and see if it is possible for us to be offering this kind of tutorials to everyone. So these questions, you need to take them very serious, whether you are principal, assistant director two, deputy director. You need to take these questions very serious so that it will help you pass your promotion aptitude test. So let's dive into it and see some few questions. So the tenure of the office of members of Ghana Education Service Council is or is having a 4-year mandate term per the new um, Pre-Tertiary Education Act and Regulatory Body Act. It was given 4 years. Previously, it was 3 years, but this time it is 4 years. Now, the purpose of evaluation is to make what? Is to make a value judgment about learners learning or make value judgment about a program, a process, or an idea. So it's very, very important. So make value judgment. The purpose of evaluation is to make value judgment. The Common Core program for the junior high school and the senior high school consists of how many subjects? They consists of 9 subjects. This question came in the 2021 Assistant Director 2 aptitude test. So take note. Ghana Education Service was established by Ghana Education Service Act 1995, and the act that established Ghana Education Service was Act 506. Act 506. So take it or take note. Root learning is more common with learner-centered. Learner-centered. So it is more common with teacher-centered rather than learner-centered. So root learning is more common with the teacher-centered. Everything is done by the teacher, and they are forced to learn or they are forced to acquire knowledge. Then, which of these Ghanaian language is common and is not approved for teaching and learning in the Ghanaian schools? This question came in the 2021 Assistant Director 2 questions. So you need to take, and it's SEFI. That is the answer that you need to provide. So the main role of Ghana Education Sector Analysis (ESA) is to provide objective assessment of the state of education in the country. So the main objective of Ghana or education sector analysis in Ghana is to provide objective assessment of the state education in the country. That is the main objective of the education sector analysis. This can come into the deputy director fill in questions. So take good note. So the education sector analysis, its main aim is to provide objective assessment of the state of the education in the country. That is what you need to know. Then Ghana Education Ghana Education um, Service was established in the year 1974 as the national organization under the Ministry of Education by the Acts by the Acts 778. Take good note of take good note of these questions very well. So you need to learn these questions before you go and write your promotion aptitude test. So Ghana Education Service is governed by how many member council? 12 member council. It is governed by a 12 member council. Take good note of it so that when it comes in the promotion exams, you're able to deal with it. So the globe, the the best awards given to a global best teacher um, amount to 1 million Ghana cedis by then in 2021. By then in 2021. So take good note of it can resurface again. Then the general name for scoring guide used to evaluate the quality of students' constructed responses is called what? It's called the rubrics. It's called the rubrics. So the scoring guide or the general scoring guide used to evaluate the quality of the constructed students' responses is called the rubrics. So make sure you look at it very carefully. Now, who chairs the District Education Oversight Committee, the job? Who chairs it? It is the District Chief Executive, and the Secretary is the District Director of Education. So, in case the director is not around, the committee in charge of the subcommittee in charge of or the chair in charge of the subcommittee of education chairs the the meetings when the chief executive or the district chief executive is not around. Then um, we also have Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive domain consists of how many levels? It consists of 6 levels. It consists of 6 levels. The cognitive domain, the Bloom taxonomy of cognitive domain consists of 6 levels, talking about the knowledge, comprehension, application, um, uh, analysis, synthesis, and evaluation. So take good note of them. They can resurface in the promotion aptitude test, and you need to know them and try to learn all the levels of the taxonomy of um, the Bloom's taxonomy of cognitive domain that consists of the 6 levels. Then the agency aside the National Teaching Council and the National Council for Curriculum Assessment assist Ghana Education Service to manage the pre-tertiary education system in Ghana is the National School Inspectorate Authority. The National School Inspectorate. Apart from the NACA, apart from NTC, NASIA is also one of the um, regulatory body that held the pre-tertiary education system in Ghana. We need to take a cue from them and learn them before we go and write the promotion aptitude test. Then the Ministry of Education developed education sector medium term plan to span over a period of um, a period of a period of 12 years, a period of 12 years starting from 2018 to the year 2030. So the medium term plan by the Ministry of Education to develop education sector medium term development plan, that is ESMTD, to span from 2018 to 2030. That is the medium term. The current evaluation is done to make a value judgment about what the quality of education or the quality of work, the quality of education or the quality of work. So it's very, very important that you know this. So the evaluation is done to make value judgment about the quality of education or the quality of work. We need to know them. Very, very important. Then the type of evaluation that monitors the learning progress is called the type of evaluation that monitors the learning progress. The learning progress of a learner is called what? It's called um, formative evaluation. Formative evaluation. Take good note. Then an instrument or an instrument, dododo is or a dododo is an instrument used for measuring the sample of a behavior. That is a test. It is called a test. So test is an instrument used for measuring the sample of a behavior of a learner. So take good note once again. So which one of the following um, which one of the following process is limited to quantitative description of people performance? Which one of the following is the process, or which one of the following process is a limited to quantitative description of people performance? And the answer is measurement. So measurement is a quantitative description of student performance. So if a child scores, you give a test and a child scores and you give the scores to the child by a number or by a grade, that is a quantitative description and is called measurement. So we would like to end here, then we'll come back tomorrow once again to continue with the actual discussion of our promotion aptitude test. See us in our next tutorials or our next digest in tomorrow. Bye bye.